Who would have ever thought that actually the husbands coming on would be the high point of the whole reunion? Who'd have thought it? Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is my review for Real Housewives of Atlanta. This season 14. This is it's actually episode 20, which is the third part and the final part of the reunion. And like I said, who would have ever thought that the high point of the whole reunion would be when the husbands came out? That just kind of goes to show you what this season gave and the reunion. This reunion was pretty lackluster. It was. I'm sorry, but it was. And I really did. I enjoyed the husbands when they came out. This was like my favorite of what happened. And I'm just going to breeze on through this. We're going to tie a bow on this and we're going to get on up out of here. I can't hold you long on this because nothing happened. It took off and it went nowhere, to say the least. So let's just jump on in. Let's just get it on over with. And then we'll see each other. We'll kiss each other. And I'll see you next year. That's it. That's all. That's all I got. Anyway, Sheree and Drew continued on about this Anthony stuff. Listen, I was glad that this happened because I thought this was going to really be the woo woo woo. Now, Andy shut it down. He let them go a little bit, but it wasn't even a thing anymore. They were just going back and forth. And Andy said, hey, hey, I actually think this guy is bad news. And he shut it down. He literally made an executive decision. I'm not giving Miss Anthony all that. She's not getting ready to she's not getting ready to blow up on Bravo. Not right now. I think that he's bad news, and literally shut it down. I was like, okay, Andy, shut that thing right on down. Then they, we got the guys out there, and Ross was dressed in all white, and Ralph was dressed in all white, and then that daggone Todd was dressed in black and gold. And it was so funny. He's like, he didn't get the memo. He didn't get the white memo. They really did look good in their white suits. Both of them two did. They really did. And Todd looked nice too. But that Ross really looked nice. He really looked nice in that white suit. All you saw was white suit and white teeth. I said, baby, you better go ahead, Ross. Quit playing. Like he said, he learned a lot through the season. That what was harder, Andy asked what was harder, Super Bowl or doing the season. And he was like, the season's different. Being a season with this is different. But he learned a lot. And there was a really cool moment there where Ross and Kenya actually spoke. And Kenya told Ross, I want to say, I never felt as though you would ever do anything to us or, anything like that. And he was saying, the verbiage was just kind of the wrong verbiage to use, like they felt threatened. That verbiage just doesn't, that verbiage in the black man is just not a good look. But they really came to a thing, and she said, I respect you, I really do like you, this got thing and the other. And it was literally squashed and everything was cool. So I like that. Then Candy got into that conversation about Todd and what she really meant by if she were to pass before Todd, she didn't really want him to remarry. And she stood in what she said basically when the show was on. We knew she meant it. But then she gave some context to it. She said her great grandmother died. So everything was with the grandfather. Grandfather remarried. Okay. And then he died. And then the new wife got everything. And she just left it there. Baby, I want to know more about that story. What did the new wife do? Because it sounded like the new wife may have gave the OLG the blues. The way that she spoke about that and how abrupt she went, she didn't share, but so much as she left it alone, it sounded like, baby, that new wife must have gave them the blues, honey. I want to know more about that, Miss Candy. Now you talk about some good old talk for the reunion, baby. I was sitting there like this. Girl, what your step grandmama did? She give Mama Joyce to them the blues about granddaddy and grandmama's money. Hmm? To the point, because you had to be like a younger girl when all this happened and it's hanging over with you and talk. I want to know that story. You talk about a spinoff? Let's spin that off, honey. I want to know what was going down with that. What did the step grandmama do to the OLG, honey? That's what I want to know. I said, oh, wait. And she's right. I mean, when that stuff go down like that, listen, let me tell you something. The two things that will split a family in half is a wedding and a funeral. Weddings and funerals will tear a whole family up. They're supposed to be happy occasions. Well, funerals are sad, but they're actually really a celebration of the transition to be with the Most High. But baby, a funeral, either family gonna come together or they're gonna fall out or a bit of both. But you know, I used to sew and to do custom sewing and stuff for folks. I've done weddings. Weddings will tear a family up. Up. Anyway, but that was, I said, whoo wee, honey, my ears was open. Anyway, moving on. Ralph and Sheree. That whole thing. See, them husbands was on it. Honey, Sheree and Ralph was having some little words back and forth and about the whole, you playing into these different little things about me, and you know that I'm not gay. She's like, I don't know nothing. I said, oh, Sheree. Sheree, stop that. And they had a little back and forth, and then Drew's like, just weird. And she said, yeah, you got weirdo behavior. I said, oh, Lord. She's like, drop it with who? She gonna say, Sheree, she not done yet. I said, oh, stop. A mess. A whole mess. I was like, how they looked at the husband's got something to say, and they get it off their chest today. Get it off their chest. Then Ralph, I said, Ralph, you and Drew, y'all belong together because you gave me so much Drew in this moment. He starts talking about the book, and this was a failed opportunity to push your book, Ralph, because anybody who really was going to bat, now you done made them question the whole point. He says, there's three things and three reasons to adopt a child. And he went ahead and he gave two, but then he couldn't think of what the third one was. And then Candy said, well, come on, Ralph, come on. Like he wouldn't spit it out. He's saying, Candy said, just spit it out. What'd you write in the book? And he's like, it's that third thing. He could not think of what the third thing was. Excuse me. The whole book is about being a step parent. And then you go into this real profound statement about there's three reasons why you adopt a child. And so I'm like, okay, so we all listening. I'm like, what's your three reasons? Baby, you get to the third reason and you don't remember what it is. You don't remember what you read about. I said, goon! You are a goon. Get him out of here. Bye, Ralph. If I was buying the book, I just decided not to buy the book. You're a goon, just like your wife. I said, oh, Lord have mercy. Why do you and Drew intend to be the comic relief? You have to. You can't make this shit up. You all must intend to be the comic relief. Well, let me tell you something. Y'all ain't funny. Y'all are goons. I said, Lord, goodbye. Moving on. Candy took out time to apologize to Michelle Obama. I said, girl, I'm sure Michelle understands, but that was a nice touch. And she told her, she says, listen, I'm sorry, Miss Michelle. I'm sorry when, I took your saying and, I didn't mean nothing bad. I really do respect you, but truly, I'm not where you are. You know, when people go low, I can't rise above like you. That's all I meant by it. I'm like, I laughed so hard, I was like Candy. Michelle knows what was going on, honey. That was funny. That was funny to me. And then Todd was throwing shade. He was slinging shade around. You hear me? They said something. They said Todd about how he gets the bad rap all the time, and they say like he ain't making no money and this, that, thing, and the other. It said, so you still ain't in Candy's tax bracket, Todd? He said, whoa. He didn't say the T is, but he should have let out what the T is. He said, everybody in this room is below Candy's tax bracket. I said, get into that. That shut that whole conversation down. And it was like, well, and Marlo gonna say, except for Andy. Shut up. Shut up. It was a good old nasty piece of read. And it ran everything and everybody over. Just shut up, Marlo. Anyway, then Todd busts out with the receipts. When he kept saying that Marlo, when she came, she was thirsty. He said, remember, I worked in production. You were thirsty. And I was like, Marlo wanted to shut that down. She didn't want Todd talking, honey, but Todd was getting it out. Gagged her. You paid to go on the trip to be with these women. You were thirsty. She said, I paid? Andy, I paid. Andy not sitting there lying. Andy was like, well, yeah, you did pay for your plane. And yeah, but y'all paid for my room. He says, but, I mean, you did pay to be amongst the women. I said, see, shut up. And as a matter of fact, just shut up altogether. Altogether, because you flewed yourself out. Who does that? Who flews their self out? Say, a clown. A clown. And he didn't lie. He been saying you was thirsty, and now there's the receipts. And Andy co-signed it. You're a clown. And let me tell you what else that I'm sick of. I don't know about you all, but I got sick of in these three parts, apology after apology after apology after apology. I'm sorry. Well, I'm sorry. I just want to move on. I'm sorry. Can we start over? Oh, I'm just so sorry. I'm sorry. So sorry. I'm sorry. So sorry. I said, Marlo, you did all this carrying on all season, and for the last 3 episodes, for the last 3 hours of your time on television, that's all we heard. I'm sorry. Sorry. So sorry. Sorry, girl. Sorry. Can we start over? I'm sorry. Shut up and get out of here. Just sorry ass. I got so tired of her apologizing and got on my last nerve. And I laughed when they said, you all have any last words to say? And that doggone Ross gonna say, Andy, always remember with my wife. I said, you know what? That was funny. That was funny. And then Sheree, I said, girl, look, you can't even do that right. She said, I got y'all some stuff. Everybody gonna get some She by Sheree. I said, oh, well, how nice. Sheree, I had a question. Why not just really cute gift bags? Y'all are sitting there in gowns. The set is really nice, and we got this water, and everything is just exquisite, as it always is. Where the hell did you find that rickety rack that you brought that She by Sheree stuff out of? That rack was just as rickety as when the people was bringing it up. I said, just stop. I said, Lord, that's your big bang, honey. A rickety rack with some She by Sheree that ain't even available on the website. Girl, have a nice year. I'll see y'all next year. This child gone. Bye. I ain't got nothing else to say. Bye, y'all.